Hello again, this is Alex with MasterChartsTrading.com with this market recap for Friday, December 17th, 2021. As always, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with others. This all keeps this channel going. Alright, so pretty much we're gonna follow the normal script, look at stocks. Stocks are close to records, but there are some pockets of weakness. Junk debt is again sending a warning signal to stocks. We'll look at the relationship there. Treasury bonds could be presenting an opportunity. I'm considering buying some myself. And it does seem like dollar is headed to new highs, so this will continue to pressure gold and silver. We'll look at oil. It is at a very important support level. Let's see if it holds, and natural gas is really close to collapsing, I think. And the same goes for Bitcoin as well. So if you're a subscriber, I'll cover all of these stocks in a separate subscription video. Throughout the presentation, I'll be using my proprietary MasterChartsTrading.com price action indicators. You can see them on this chart. This green, blue, red, and yellow lines. You can find out more by clicking the description of this video. Pretty much all I use again, so right this instant we're looking at new records here at December 16th, and now a sharp pullback. Not really much to say about this chart. We had this similar situation before, for example, back here in October of last year. We came down towards this green support resistance line, kind of traded around it, and then made a new record. So we did that. We came down around the green line in the beginning of December, made a new record. Now we're pulling back. Will we make another record and continue higher? It's anybody's guess, really. I mean, the chart is clearly bullish to me. I would have been a buyer back here in May of 2020, and we did actually do that. We started buying it back here, and really there was no opportunity in my view to buy them again, S&P 500 here. So let's wait and see where this goes. I'm not really buying up here. I want to see a pullback towards the blue support resistance line. So currently it's at 43.33. So let's see if it gets there, basically. As far as NASDAQ did not make a new record. So previous record was right there, 22nd of November. And then not yet a new record. So small divergence, does it mean anything? Not really. So let's see where it goes. Right now I'm just waiting, basically. Now small caps. So this is a actual alert went out right there on 7th of December. So at this point we are looking at buying this ETF. This is small caps Russell 2000 ETF, and the signal was there. We the alert was sent out. So right now it's under pressure. So small caps are under pressure versus the large caps. We have seen this underperformance in the past. So if we look back here in September of 2020, we had an opportunity to buy. By comparison, in September 2020 for NASDAQ, there was not a deep enough pullback for me to be interested. So is this an opportunity? This is, notice how the chart back here in September, how the price came down exactly to the blue line and stopped there immediately and went higher. So what we're looking at right now, we're looking already at least a support break. So notice how the price behaved back in September of 2020 and how the price is behaving now. See, we broke down below this blue support resistance and continued lower towards this red caution level. So this is by far the weakest small caps have been in since May of 2020. So this is significant weakness, you see, versus S&P 500. Notice the price is not, this is NASDAQ, notice the price is not nearly, far gone as IWM. IWM was basically at caution levels. For NASDAQ, we're not nearly at caution levels. For S&P 500, we just made a new record, you see. So underperformance for small caps, again, we'll see where this goes. This is not a great sign, honestly, but we'll see again. Combined with the fact that junk debt, so we're looking right now at small, or rather high yield bond ETF, ticker symbol JNK. So this one, same thing. Notice first of all how narrow the trading indicators have come down together. See how wide apart they were, and then they came so close together. So this is what happens during those periods when I call it compression of the indicators. So we see how close the indicators came down, and this means that the trend change is likely to occur. So this is what we're witnessing right now. So before I would be thinking, okay, we should be buying this ETF when it comes down towards the blue support resistance. But now I'm thinking, no, we should be shorting this ETF because we broke down. You see how we broke down below this yellow support resistance line? So already we had two signals, one on 9th of December, another one right there on 17th of December. So in other words, I think that according to the system right now, the trend has changed, you see. So this is, again, not a great sign, because if we look at long-term correlation of high yield debt, so here's junk debt, and this is a weekly chart, and this is a correlation to S&P 500. So generally speaking, it's positive. You can see how it correlates quite nicely. There are some periods of negative correlation. We're literally in it right now. You see how negatively correlated we are right now. Whereas junk debt is pushing lower, small caps, or rather large caps, are actually moving towards, just made a new record. So yes, it makes sense that the correlation is negative right now, poor right now. So, but the fact is that because of the generally high degree of correlation, we should expect the correlations to return. So does it mean the S&P will continue higher and junk debt will join it up there as well? Or is junk debt going to pull the S&P 500 down by its correlation? Again, it's really, right now it's anybody's guess, but what I'm looking at junk debt right now, it is in a downtrend. So I would be selling it short if I wanted. It's probably a bad idea to do this because of high dividend, so it would make sense to do nothing. But yes, this is to me this is a trend change. TLT treasuries, by contrast, we can look at weekly chart too. So by contrast, you can see that the treasuries were moving lower and they were in a downtrend. I would have been shorting them at below the red line, but now something changed, you see, and now we're seeing they broke out above the blue support resistance line. So this is a trend change to me, you see. So right now I'll be buying them if anything, and actually this was an opportunity this week already. A nice looking candle for the weekly too. So I would consider buying some treasuries. I'm thinking myself to buy as well. This to me looks like more of a flight to safety kind of reason, thinking. Usually when treasuries go up, S&P 500 goes down. So this is a correlation to S&P 500. You can see it's not nearly as clear, but generally speaking, it's negative. If you go, zoom out far enough, there is more negative correlation than positive. So usually this is, treasuries are bought during the times of financial stress or just outright fear. So the fear is definitely on the rise. And it's understandable because of this new, Omicron variant. So yes, it does make sense to me. And here's dollar, DXY dollar currency index. So this is exactly what I was just showing with junk debt. So just think the opposite. So junk that junk that was trading in the uptrend, and then there's a change of trend, and then we're looking at dollar index and the same thing, but the opposite now. Dollar was in the downtrend. See how it was falling below the red line, and finally something happened right there, and now it's above the blue line. So this is all we need to know. Now we're actually making decisions to buy it. We were very correct back here in September if we bought the dollar, and you probably made really good money if you're trading forex. The other thing is that today's candle is very robust. I think we can easily make a new high here. So this will weigh on gold, and a lot of volatility here on the 15th of December, but it sure looks like we're gonna turn around to the downside. It just doesn't look good. I'm gonna show it to you on the 4-hour chart. So this is a 4-hour chart. This is a signal on the 4-hour chart right there. This candle, literally the last candle of the week. This is a short signal. I would be selling it short. If you have access to forex trading, gold, for example, on 4-hour charts. If Sunday night, I would be by the screen and just selling it short if I could, but right now I can't. In America we can't trade gold via forex. Anyway, so this is the state of gold versus the dollar. Looks like we're gonna continue lower. I mean, this is a big spike here, big price spike, both ways really. But yeah, I would be thinking to the downside right now for gold. Here's gold miners, basically almost touching a 52-week low. Let's look at the weekly chart for gold miners. Yeah, we're really close to 52-week low. This is going to be a multi-year low because the 2 years now. So doesn't look great, and you can see the same principle worked out on weekly chart. We're shorting it below the red line and close below the red line. So you can do both ways basically for certain securities. Here's oil again. So oil, there was really no opportunity to even think about buying it, to me, in the sense of from a safe, kind of sane amount of risk perspective. This is a sane amount of risk, and I just don't like this chart. I mean, I might be wrong, but it could easily continue lower. I mean, this huge candle is just ready to be duplicated on the downside. So like they call it measured move. You can see this is a huge candle. We can easily duplicate it to the downside like that. So and the problem is that once that happens, you'll be at the red line, and the red line would mean downtrend. So at that point, it will probably do something like that. Maybe continue lower again, like to there. You see, so it doesn't look great to me. I would just kind of wait. I mean, it could rally, but there's just this hesitation. Let's look on the weekly. Maybe, I don't know. This is not a great candle. Also, this is an inside week, so like that. See how it is like a triangle. So this could be a huge formation. Triangle breakdown. If it breaks down like below here, yeah, it could really collapse. So maybe we'll see oil in the upper 40s. And here's natural gas, and this is actual alert, and I would actually be still considering shorting it now if I had access to natural gas futures. I mean, I looked at UNG puts, but I just don't like them. There's too much spread. So yeah, this is natural gas, so everybody's freaked out because it's cold and winter. and I don't see it. I see prices getting cheaper. So I think we're gonna get below $3 easily. I mean, really quite soon, I think. Probably before January, maybe around January. Yeah, so this is actual signals to the downside. If I was, I have a list and people subscribe to me, and then I get them the alerts. So this is an actual alerts for the paid subscribers. All right, and then Bitcoin, again, this is a live chart, and so far we've been pretty much, in sync with what we're trying to do with the Bitcoin. Some really great trades here back in January, huge gains, enormous win was right there from May of 2020, and this is again the actual alert. So yeah, if you got in around 8,000, you're look at this move. So right now things are not going that well for Bitcoin. Alert was sent for my subscribers here back in October 21 of this year, so we made nice move here. And here alert was not sent. I just didn't like this action back in November, late November rather. And so right now, look at this move. Big move to the downside here on December 4th, and now we're again approaching this red line. So this red line, what does it mean? This is kind of like definition of downtrend. So once the stock is closing below this red line, or rather, let me rephrase it. This is for forex trading. For stocks, I use the yellow line. So I give the benefit of a doubt to bulls. But for forex or Bitcoin, whatever commodities, once the red line is hit, that's it. We need to reverse our position. So if I think if the Bitcoin closes below 43,875, I'm reading it right off the charts. This is the level. We can easily see 35,000. So could just easily collapse there. Looking at even longer time frame, can see, so the support right there where I'm hovering, 39,000, but on this chart it's about 43. Let me see what's it looking like in the future. You can't, not right now. So somewhere between 43 and 39,000. There's this line in the sand, and we'll see if once it gets crossed, I think it can strong move lower. You can see a strong move lower for Bitcoin. All right, that's it for this week's recap. Head over to MasterChartsTrading.com. One word, MasterChartsTrading.com. I have revamped this checkout experience because I realized some people just wanted to have my newsletter. Yet some people just wanted to have the indicators. Yet the third group of people wanted both the indicators and the newsletter. So the indicators are these lines, and you can trade pretty much anything you want. Gold, oil, dollar, ETFs, treasury bonds, pretty much anything you want. We trade, those are all the stocks that we trade, and so if you're a subscriber, we'll also discuss these stocks during the subscription only video. So and then the price also improved because now we can pick and choose what you want. So you got trading indicators, we got the newsletter, only the newsletter, and we got the both indicators and newsletter packages. So better price. Additionally, we are working again on the API, so there's going to be a computer interface between Interactive Broker's account and our proprietary trading robot that will trade your account. So again, this is happening. We're working on it. It will take some time before the testing is complete, but I'm projecting somewhere in 2022 there will be at least a beginning product. So stay tuned. If you don't want to sign up for the packages yet, so sign up for at least for the mailing list. The mailing list is being formed right now, so go ahead and sign up there. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. Have another great trading week.